Another brutal loss suffered by the Carolina Panthers at home in Bank of America Stadium, this time to the Indianapolis Colts. Some people are saying that this was Bryce Young's worst performance as the starting quarterback of the Carolina Panthers. We're going to jump into it today on another edition of the C3 Film Room. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the C3 Film Room. My name is Cody Lashney. This is where we break down the all 22 film of the most recent Carolina Panthers matchup. It was against the Indianapolis Colts at home. And my brother right here next to me, man, he was at this game in attendance, the best beard in Panther podcasting, the Bat Daddy. What's up, bro? Up, you're muted.
It would help if I unmute the mic, I guess. What's up, man? I'm glad to be here. It's I got a lot of notes taken, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really take much on defense at all because I don't feel like the defense was the problem in this game. 13 points is pretty good for a defense. They didn't play spectacular, but they played pretty good. But I got a lot of points, and I got a lot of stuff I want to show y'all, and I want to see if y'all are seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Maybe I'm crazy. I very well could be, but I just want to see if you're seeing the same thing I am.
Could be.
Well, the C3 Film Room is subjective, man. We're not telling everybody 100% what happens on the play. We're leaving it up to discussion. And I'll ask the fans to be a part of the discussion in the comments, and you tell us what you think as we're watching the film. Next up, my brother from another mother, Panther Pickle. Pickle, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing pretty good. Um, um, Contrary to sometimes what I put on Twitter, just to get the rise out of some folks, but
It's fun.
I'm doing good. So, but I'm going to agree with a little bit with Greg. I think the defense has been pretty good this year overall.
At least the last
even
2
if
weeks, yeah.
yes, even if I don't like the 3-4 defense, I think that they're starting to adapt to it. And yeah, we don't actually have all the pieces that fit it, but if what we're doing now works pretty good, imagine after you add the pieces to it. So that's one thing
Yeah.
I have to say.
And to allude to something that Greg said earlier, up until about halfway through the film, the defensive plays do fall off a bridge because, as Greg said, the defensive performance was very good. Panthers did a
Mhm.
great job stopping the football, stopping the run rather.
Right.
They were pretty good in coverage for the most part.
Mhm.
There are some dink and dunk plays across the middle that they need to be able to clean up, but for the most part, a solid defensive performance. Next up, it's the homie was also at this game, White Chocolate Espresso. What's up, dude?
What's up? Just chilling. I didn't see the whole game, and I took no notes. I'm not prepared whatsoever.
Happy to have you, as always.
Hey, have you said you
Okay.
found that bottle after the game, right?
Oh yeah, I found it. It was still there. I
That's
hid
a
it
great
between
story.
2 bricks.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. Well, without further ado, there's nothing else left to do but to jump right into the film. So let's do just that. Panthers at home against the Indianapolis Colts. One more. So we're going to start our coverage with a big time third down run from Bryce Young. And listen, one of the things that I've said about Bryce, say whatever you will about his performance this season, but he's proven to be tough as hell, man. I mean, he is not afraid to put his body on the line. And especially when you have an offensive line and a receiving core like Bryce has, it's going to be very important for him to pick up these important run plays.
Yeah, this is a good run by Bryce. I mean, this is what I need to see for him when the pocket breaks down because you look at it and right down the middle, there's a huge hole right up the middle. Is what you got to do if you have nobody open downfield. And I honestly didn't pay attention to if he had people open downfield on this play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did. I mean,
Yeah,
No,
I was only
they're
looking at throws really.
but
Yeah.
I mean he
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anybody open.
No, there was no one open. And that's how it is the majority of the time. I mean, there are some
Right.
plays that are open, and then there are some plays that are that there just isn't much happening. And I think overall that's detrimental to Bryce also.
I really
Yeah.
don't like him lowering his shoulder though.
Yeah,
Even
but
though he's
also
got
I
hurt
like the
because of
fact that
it,
he's willing to pick up more yards and fight for more yards. I understand that he's small, but I want you to have that dog in you. I want you to fight for more
Definitely.
yards sometime.
Right.
but you don't want to hurt that shoulder.
No.
Not throwing
No,
shoulder.
I mean I understand. So I put this on there just because Jamie Robinson. We've been wondering where he is all year, and he had a decent performance, man. Here's Jamie Robinson doing a good job flowing to the football, recognizing where the play is going.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
man.
nice.
Yep.
Jamie Robinson
Yep.
finally making something happen.
And DJ Johnson played pretty well today. Pretty well in this game as well.
All right.
Yeah, it's just reading the
Going
play
so-
well right there.
Going to 4:33. Frankie Louvu, third down tackle. My favorite player on defense this year.
Yeah,
Honestly.
he's got to be the most consistent for sure.
Yeah, I mean he's everywhere, man. He
Mhm.
reminds. I mean, I don't want to say Luke Kuechly-esque. I wouldn't put him at that level, but he has by far been our most consistent defender. For a while now.
Yep.
Shout out to Frankie Louvu. I hope his mom can come to some more games, man. It seems like whenever she's here, the Panthers do all right.
Yeah.
All right, up here at 6:05. Look at this offensive line just being absolutely obliterated and destroyed. I mean, look, they're
Yeah.
instantly in the backfield. I mean,
Yeah,
what are you
that's-
even supposed to do? I mean,
No
this
chance for
is-
Chuba. Yeah.
This is the
No.
story of most of the game. Just
Mhm.
how poor this offensive line is.
I don't know about most of the game. We're gonna go through this game.
They're bad. They're bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
It-
times when they're just straight up getting their ass whooped.
They are bad. I'm definitely not not denying that. Yeah.
It's shameful. It's shameful when you've got on your line, you've got a center you just played good money to, and you have a left tackle that was a top 10 pick last year.
Mhm.
That's pathetic. Either it's pathetic scouting or pathetic drafting or pathetic player performance, one or the other. So
How about a special teams fumble recovery, man?
yeah, shout out the special teams.
Boom.
Hey,
You know, if you watch Hecker, and I know people don't, he's just a punter and he's old, but he looks like a kid when they give a turnover on special teams. Throws his hand up or he jumps up and down, and I just thought that was hilarious.
oh yeah, you got to imagine those guys don't get an insane amount of excitement.
Yeah, exactly. So
All right, Chuba Hubbard up here with the big time run up the A gap. And listen, Chuba Hubbard, in my opinion, has continued to impress. I know everyone calls me a Chuba Hubbard super fan, but he does a good job of not going down as soon as someone hits him.
mhm.
At first contact, it does a good job
Right.
keeping low pad level and running underneath himself and just being hard to tackle and hard to bring
Yeah.
down. And I love the way that Chuba's been playing. I don't mind telling you.
What do you make of him playing out the shotgun with that run behind Bryce?
I mean,
I don't.
Giving them
I
room to get
don't-
ahead of steam, I think.
Yeah, give him a head of steam. I mean, I don't
I-
love it.
As an old-fashioned guy, I absolutely deplore running out of shotgun. It
Yeah,
just
you like power
it seems
formation.
like to me it's just
You're
wasting
setting yourself
yardage.
far backwards.
But
Well, I will
I
say
mean-
Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders both actually ran
Yeah.
better this game consistently more than they have. I
Right.
mean, I think collectively they had almost 100 yards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so, I
Hey,
mean,
what
100
what
yards
you
Yeah,
rushing.
all
they
think?
were good.
I felt like on this play, he had Chuba Hubbard open for
Where are
not
we
a
at? What
big-
what's the
not,
time?
not, a,
Easy.
not a big time game, but this
An
is
easy first down.
Where's the
That's
timestamp?
exactly what you're talking about.
we
And look at the
are
pocket.
on-
Look at the pocket right there. You paused it. You're right.
Yeah.
Look. Chuba Hubbard's open right there. Look at the pocket. That is a clean pocket.
Look at the guy at the bottom.
That is everything you want in a pocket right there.
What,
Clean
tight
pocket.
ends open. Yep. But at the same time, though, not windows open. I still think Bryce is having trouble learning, or not. We'll say learning. I guess recognizing NFL open and college
Adapting.
open. Yeah. He's slower adapting than people thought he would be.
Right.
And this involves that. It also involves because sometimes when he snaps the ball, he zones in on one player or one.
I was
That's
just about
exactly
to say
what
that,
it is.
Pickle. If
Yeah.
you look at this view from the end zone, looking out to him, look.
Right.
One of the things that I love about the Panthers helmets is that
Right.
all you have to do is look at those two stripes right in the center of the helmet to know where the quarterback is looking. He never comes off of his first read.
No.
Never.
Maybe
I
we
mean,
should redesign
Chuba was open. And
look
look,
at his
in the
head,
pocket too.
there is-
He had time to go through his progressions.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, it's very formulaic. And
I
feel like he's playing so tight and so controlled that it's nowhere near the quarterback that we saw at Alabama. Like he's not feeling free to be able to play loose and free behind this offensive line.
Right.
Next up, I am going to 856.
Okay.
But
so
why
it's
you
probably
go
the
to that?
same play.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
It's
No, go ahead.
I wanted to say a lot of this I still believe is that Bryce isn't necessarily your traditional pocket passer who steps into the pocket. He's more of his best attributes is when he's on the move, rollouts, and we don't run a lot of those. And
No.
I effectively think that they had I just don't think to me you change your scheme to fit the players you have. And I don't think Thomas Brown does that. I think Thomas Brown says, here's my scheme. Here's what everybody needs to do. And you're going to do it or you're just going to do it. And whether they can do it or not, that's talk about the offensive line and the quarterback.
Well,
I felt that was the problem last year.
Yeah.
I
So,
felt that
Cody, I think
by,
this is my
by the
904
way,
play.
I have right now I'm on 856.
This is probably the 904 play I was talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
8-second difference.
Yeah.
Probably that
So
same play.
I have written down left tackle pressure, and I feel like Steven Sullivan could have been open underneath. So
Look, it's not even Steven Sullivan open underneath, Cody. Look at this right here. Rewind that.
Yeah.
Look at the guy running across the middle about 15 yards down the field. Right there. Look at him. That's the pass. The guy you got. That's the pass right there. That's the guy you want to hit on this play.
To be fair, though, you do have two linebackers right here that you have to get the ball over their head. Now,
but where's Bryce looking? And
and who's this right here? Yeah, sorry, good.
I'm sorry. The end zone look would tell you where's Bryce looking when he snaps that ball.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, you're right. You have to go over two linebackers, but this is what elite quarterbacks do, man. That's the window he has to hit right there. That's that window. You throw it at the right time in the right spot, like he's supposed to be able to do. That's a 25-yard completion over the middle. I mean, because those two linebackers are focused in on.
Even then, let's look at when Sullivan came open. Like
talking about down the bottom left.
Yeah. So right here.
But look on the bottom left. He's got another guy bottom left open as well. Watch that guy right there. He's wide open.
Yep, that's the running back.
Look at that. Three players wide open.
You have Raheem Blackshear. You have Steven Sullivan open right there. Now, again, there is pressure right in his face. And this is something that maybe him being a rookie,
you could roll out.
You're going to hope that maybe in the future, this pressure isn't going to affect him as much and he'll be a little bit cooler in the pocket. He's been getting his ass kicked, but right now there are two receivers that are open.
He kind of leans in.
But also, I don't want to put this just on Bryce. Dude, another performance of Ikem Ekwonu being bulldozed right into the lap of Bryce Young. And that's what has me on this notion that I've been on for a long time. The man is not suited to play left tackle. he has some of the worst feet that I've seen at that position in a very long time.
It's
We're
the
going to
sad
hurt
part
our
is
quarterback.
the
And
sad
that's like
part
the
is we don't.
biggest part.
Yeah, he's got to roll out there.
And that's the
Yeah,
main
pressure
thing you
bad.
have to have, man. You gotta have good
Right.
feet for a tackle.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
there's a
definitely
lot
not
of
putting that all on
folks.
Bryce, but
A lot of folks projected that he was an interior guard. You have to wonder. I know a lot of people when they do. Cody, you follow a lot of the scouting issues. There's a lot of folks when they project stuff like this. They project in this offense he would be a guard. In this offense he would be a tackle. It's like a receiver. And this offense. It, I still think that he doesn't fit Thomas Brown's off zone blocking scheme.
Does he
Oh.
On a
flinch?
zone blocking scheme, you have to have quick feet, and Icky just doesn't have it. And when they drafted Icky last year, they never thought about the zone blocking scheme. When you draft a
So-
guy in the top 10, he should be able to play multiple schemes.
Yeah.
This is
And
bad.
I mean, look how porous. Listen, I've been a proponent that in today's NFL, your right guard, center, left guard play is the most important play that you have on your line because that dictates your pocket and your quarterback's ability to step up into it, survey the field, and get the ball out of his hand. Now, dude, DeForest Buckner, not only is he one of the best
Rex.
in the NFL, but he just made our guard and our center, Bradley Bozeman, look dumb. And look at Throckmorton. He doesn't even know what to do. He has a guy on his left. He knows that he can't handle DeForest Buckner.
He's got like two guys coming at
Yeah,
him.
he's praying that Bozeman is going to be able to take him. And he has another defensive end on the stunt.
Right. So he's trying. Throckmorton is trying to block. I think initiated he started with one to help Icky, which is probably not a bad idea. But then he realized that he's got others, and Bozeman should have been aimed at the very least to turn
right.
the tackle out
Right.
around, and I mean he didn't. So
Yeah.
and you I'm sorry, but you don't get paid you're starting NFL center. You have to play better. There's no excuse that you don't. You didn't
Yeah,
play
he's
this
not
bad
playing-
last year
He's not
when he was in a contract year.
He's not playing, in my opinion, with a lot of functional play strength. Greg, my next one is 12:55. Unless you have something before that.
No, I'm good till 1852, so you can go to
Okay.
then.
All right. Just again, I don't want people to seem like I'm a hater. So whenever I see some good plays, by players that we've been wanting to see more from, I put them on film. Brian Burns, not getting to the quarterback, but affecting the play with a pressure, jumping up, affecting the pass lane, and that's what causes this ball just to be a dud.
It's a good play.
Right.
Yep.
They ain't a whole lot of guys with the athleticism to jump like that
No.
that play.
Mhm.
By the way, when you're seeing this, it'll be Thursday night. So the Panthers tonight are going to be playing the Chicago Bears without Brian Burns. There's no CJ Henderson or Brian Burns. So that's
Or Justin Fields.
Yeah,
And
Justin
yeah,
Fields
It's
is
going to
out.
be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. A lot of people feel this is a must-win for a lot of people inside that organization.
Is it,
Now,
though?
okay, this
It is for Chicago. They want that number
Okay.
one pick.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. For them and for us, the fact that you traded up to number one, you're gonna give them the first round or the first pick in the draft. It's a big deal, man. And DJ Moore, hopefully he doesn't have a Steve Smith type of performance.
Yeah.
But I wanted to put this out there too, because this was that bullshit penalty against Gardner Minshew, where they said that it was a late hit and that he had already initiated the slide.
Yeah, that's
It was bullshit.
not.
Compared to the
And-
one Bryce didn't get called last week, that's
Yes.
bullshit.
Yes. And
Like
they
if
were
you want to
talking about-
call this, no problem. Okay, no problem if you want to call
Yeah.
this. I don't really like it, but I mean, call it consistently because Bryce's was way worse
Right,
last week, and
exactly.
they didn't call it.
They were talking about the NFL radio on it, Sirius XM radio the other day. Monday we're talking about some of the. Today's Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It was Tuesday. They were talking about some of the hits or some of the flags on the Carolina game and Colts game. even them, they asked that some of them were not there. They mentioned this one. They mentioned the one on
Woods.
anyway. They mentioned the other one. Yeah, Woods. They mentioned the
we're
one
gonna
on
talk
Woods
about that too.
that should not have been thrown. But of course, when the head of the NFL committee says that shouldn't have been thrown, at the best you're going to get, fans, is the head coach will get an email saying that I'm sorry, we called that game wrong.
They
Hopefully,
say
we'll do
they
better
tell the
next time.
Right.
refs.
And that's it. That's all they do. They don't.
They
That's
tell
all
the
they do.
refs. They tell the refs not to look at the
Yeah,
jumbotron, which
They'll
I don't
tell the
understand when
refs
they're
you missed
huddling.
one. But I mean,
When
that's what they do. I
when
mean,
they show the replay on like the big Tron in the stadium,
yeah,
and they're huddling, talking about the play and whether or not it
right.
was a penalty. They tell
So-
them not to look at that.
Why?
I
Yeah,
don't
which is
understand why.
stupid to me. I don't know why you
Yeah.
wouldn't look
Yeah.
at every resource that you have available to you.
No sense.
But Gardner Minshew, and look, one thing I will say about the defense is that it continues to leave wanting on these third down scenarios. You have a big time third down right here after doing a lot of good jobs stopping the run, and then just a simple pass to the outside to Jonathan Taylor. Dante Jackson can't maintain the edge, and they pick up a big time first down. Or actually, it's third and or it's fourth and short. Because the
Oh, that
play
wasn't
after
touchdown,
this,
Yeah,
they're doing they're lined up for the
Tush
QB
push.
sneak.
On that play, Cam Gruger Hill was the linebacker. And I watched this play. My first reaction was Luke would have recognized that play when they lined up, and that would have been corrected at that time.
Yeah.
But we just don't have anybody as smart as Luke Kuechly. We don't
I mean-
truly have. We love Frankie Louvu to death, but in this defense, you need two smart linebackers. We just don't
Right.
have that right now.
A lot of people don't have a Luke Kuechly.
On this
Why we
one,
just-
I have Brian Burns, relentless pursuit, because it was his effort on this play that made it look as derpy as it was.
Yep.
Here's Brian Burns.
Yeah, I remember watching that in the stadium. I couldn't believe when I saw him fall like that. I was like, wow.
But I mean,
Yeah.
Better late than never. So
Yeah. All right. What was yours, Greg?
1852 is my next one.
Okay, I got one more before that.
All right.
I have
Yeah,
1816.
18. I bet your 1816 matches up with my 1810.
Okay, on this play, let me rewind it once. All right, on this play,
Yes, it does.
I have so on this one, Bryce is pressured, plus every single wide receiver is blanketed. So right now, just right here,
Yeah.
from Mingo to
Mhm.
Adam Thielen to DJ Chark, look
Right.
how embarrassing. All of the
Right.
offensive linemen, their back is facing the wrong direction. Look at
Everybody's
how many
behind 'em.
guys are in
Right.
the backfield. Good Lord.
And to be again honest, again, I'm going to say
This other view is
this
about to be
this is a
brutal.
failure. This is a failure by the offensive coordinator. Now you could say, well, the offensive coordinator can't block for him. No, he can't. Well, he can recognize the situation and say, what I've got there is not working. We need to do something else.
Right.
What I've got right there, because
Well,
I mean, look
at
at
this,
Icky
though.
and Throckmorton. You got
You have-
2-on-1.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have two double teams on
Right.
on
Yeah,
one
triple team.
player.
Yeah,
And
and
yet-
look
and yet
over here,
they bo-
Tommy
Yet they
Tremble.
both end up getting free.
Right,
and
look at Tommy
pressure into
Tremble's
the
one-on-one against a defensive end, a tight end blocking the defensive end.
Yeah.
He did pretty good for a little while.
Yeah.
While you got your top 10 starting left tackle and your free agent left guard blocking one guard.
But I mean, listen.
That is
let's be-
horrible.
look, but
Yeah.
guys, let's be real, right? I've given Bryce all the credit for how tough he's been. He has taken a licking and he keeps
Right.
on kicking. But this is a recipe for disaster.
This is
Especially,
one.
especially looking. Hold on. Especially looking at how injured the Carolina Panthers are, and he's continuing to get hit this much.
Mhm.
Like, man, this is a road to nowhere. I mean, the fact that Thomas Brown will go up in a press conference and say that he's not concerned about pass protection, like, why are you lying to us? Why? I don't understand.
I mean, coaches
Yeah.
are going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, bro. All right.
Right.
What was your timestamp?
1852.
But that last play, there are times when Bryce, and we've seen every quarterback do this. There's times when you either tuck the ball and take the sack and wait for the next play, or you throw the ball away.
Yeah.
That play
So
right
this
there,
is-
Bryce should have threw the ball away.
So, Greg, this is a sideline view of the play you wanted to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching this in the game, and I thought this was a dirt ball. But I want you to look.
Batted.
He's got a clean pocket here. This is an NFL clean pocket. Watch this play. And he gets a batted ball. And I'll give him credit. He's not had batted balls this year. It's not been an issue, but I did want to point this out. I thought this was a dirt ball, which is why I looked at it to begin with. But look, clean pocket, man.
Yeah.
That's as clean as it can
Right.
get.
Replay that. Watch
Yeah, I
the
will.
stripe
I
on his
want to
helmet.
see the sideline view.
Yeah, watch the stripe on his head.
Well, I also want to see if anyone's open because I don't think anyone is, but we'll see.
Watch it. He
So-
eyeballs.
Down bottom here, he's got a guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
right
he
there.
eyeballs it from the get go where he's going to throw it.
Yeah,
look at
Miles,
him. Look at
Miles
him.
Sanders is open right there. But this is something I said to Pickle a couple weeks back. It seems like the offense is almost forcing Bryce to get the ball out of his hand too fast because they're trying to overcompensate for the instant pressure that the offensive line is giving up,
Maybe.
and thereby
Yeah.
causing him to not do what was supposed to be his strong suit, which was going through his progressions at Alabama. I kind of feel like, yes, this is on Bryce, but I also feel like the coaching staff is trying to dictate him to get the ball out of his hands so quick that he is missing some of these opportunities that he does have at other parts of the field.
That's true.
I mean, that's what
Gun shy
Andy
almost.
Dalton.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton was doing that.
But yeah, I mean, I just noticed, like I said, there are a lot of really bad plays in this game where the offensive line just gets smashed. But I've got a lot of plays in here too where he has a really nice looking pocket, and he just doesn't produce. So we're gonna go through them though.
Yeah.
My next one's 24-25. So if you got one before that, go ahead.
All right, I have 5 before that.
Okay. Oh, wow.
All right. So just Bryce Young's evasiveness. Again, I do feel like his mobility has been good. Hayden Hurst is open. He does a good job finding a little soft spot to be able to sneak up and get the ball out of his hand.
Yeah.
And keep the play moving.
Yeah, that was a good pass.
Yeah, no one else is open. I mean,
I
literally
want to see the
just
pocket
Hayden
on this
Hurst.
play.
Yeah, Taylor
I mean,
Moton.
okay, not terrible. That's an NFL play right there. I mean, he adjusted to the pocket
Well,
collapsing.
and Taylor Moton
you know.
gets destroyed on the pressure.
Discount.
And Throckmorton still lets the tackle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, but hold on. Let's make sure that we're doing the.
But Bryce
accurate
does a good
counting.
job right there of navigating the pocket, getting to the open
Exactly.
spot, and finding the receiver. I'll give
I'm going
you
to try and pause
credit
it
for
as
sure.
soon as someone's in his face. 1, 2, 3. So, again, he's able to clear him around. He rolls out, and Butner is still able to trip him up.
Yeah, he actually did pretty good considering the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he really did. Again, Throckmorton. It's every week. If it was just one guy that tripped up the Throckmorton, if it was just one guy who destroyed Bozeman, you can say, well, that dude's a pretty stud. We just need to remind ourselves next time we play this team. But it's a consistently week in and week out that our interior offensive line is getting beat off the snap.
Yeah.
You're not going to win very many football games like that,
Not
regardless
at
of
all.
who your quarterback is.
Mhm.
You're
Agreed.
also not going to win very many football games tackling on simple run plays like this that should have been only a 3-yard gain and ends up being damn near a first down.
Mhm.
I mean, you have to wrap up on these types of plays, boys.
Yeah. And this is their touchdown drive too. So this whole drive right here is
Yeah,
this is the worst part of the defense all day. Is this drive?
yeah.
Who
I mean,
was that?
that
The
was
first
on
catch?
Derek Brown. Had a chance to get hands on him,
And Louisville was chasing from behind. Yeah.
and it just takes everyone to be able to get him down. But a good play right next. The defensive line has done a great job of getting their hands up, putting them into the throwing lanes of the quarterback, and batting passes at the line.
Yeah.
And they've been doing a great job of this all season.
Right.
I mean, that's a D-line teaching tape.
Right.
If you don't get home, get your hands up.
Who was
And again,
Derek Brown.
again, as much as I want to diss the 3-4, I'm very happy that our guys are actually learning it and progressing well.
Took some adjustment for sure. They've
Yes.
played really well the last 2 weeks. I'll give people credit. The defense
Yep.
did not play great the first few games. But the last 2 weeks, they've really stepped up and played pretty well.
Yeah. Now this is one of the few big time pass plays that the Colts were able to reel in against the Panthers. They have a tight end just kind of running up the seam, finds the soft spot in the zone, and Gardner just lays a pretty ball in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Garner Minshew can slice you up, dude. He's
Yeah.
with the right protection. He's a good quarterback.
Tony Boy.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Jake Delhomme. I think he's got the potential if he had the right people around him to really make some noise, but he's never going to do anything. He's never going to lift the team or carry anybody.
Right.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
He's the low end of what I fear Bryce Young will become. Or not the low end. He is what I fear Bryce Young will top out at. If everything around him is not fixed.
I hear you. This is the bullshit penalty on Xavier Woods. And I mean, just again,
Yeah.
tell me, Xavier Woods up here, like what is he even supposed to do? He's sitting at free safety. Like what? I don't understand what you want the man to do in that scenario.
Yeah,
Two
man.
hands.
Hung
Playing
his receiver out the
football.
drive.
If I don't think I heard two coaches today talk about it. There was that Charlie Weiss and ex-coach for the Raiders, ex-quarterback for the Raiders, John Gannon. Both talked that said, and I quote, "So far there is nothing Xavier Woods done wrong there. That's
No.
he did nothing wrong.
Yeah, it's
Nothing
the way they
wrong.
do football now, man.
Well,
It's just
and
they
look,
pussified
this is
football.
when he's catching the ball. Xavier Woods doesn't lead with the helmet. Boom. I mean, he exposed his body to him. Like what? I don't understand what he's supposed to do in that scenario.
The Jets game had the exact same play. No flag.
Yeah, that's 100% Gardner Minshew just hanging his receiver out to dry, man.
Right.
Like
It,
That was
it
all
looked
100%
awful, so
Gardner
they
Minshew.
threw the flag. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Well,
100%.
that's what they're taught. That's what they're being told now. If you have questions, if it don't look good, throw a flag. We'll sort it out
you
later.
can always pick a flag up. It's true. Yeah.
I mean, in the end, the player and the team suffer. But I mean, the game
this is my player
shouldn't
here.
have come down
All
to
right.
one or two plays by bad flags. So
All right. So this is my player right here. This is the touchdown screen pass. I want y'all to look at the lack of pressure. like Gardner Minshew takes a few steps back and just tosses the ball. There's just no pressure on him at all. This is a bad spot in the defense. Like I said, this is their worst drive of the game. But just watch the no pressure.
Mm-mm.
Like all he's got to do is wait for his receiver or running back to drip out right there, and
Well,
hand
I
it to
mean,
him.
Burns is on him, but I feel like
That's because the offensive
they
line.
knew that. That's why they dialed it up this way. Hey,
Mhm.
we're getting the ball out of our hand quick. Like
Yeah.
he's meant to
They
turn around. I mean, Brian Burns is there, but again, it was a great play call. And then Jonathan Taylor gets the ball and just doesn't go down to any contact and fights for the touchdown, man.
Which I needed that in fantasy. That single play right there may have won me my fantasy game this week
Oh, shit.
because I had Minshew and Taylor.
All right, I'm going to 26.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Okay.
What do you have? I have 26.
I have 27.50.
Okay, I have 2605.
Okay.
All right, big time Trooper Hubbard run, his best run of the night. Again, not going down on first contact,
Yeah.
fighting through tackles. Trooper Hubbard, man, let's go.
Great run. He is stepping it up the last few weeks. He's having the same kind of incremental improvement in his game that Bryce is having those 3 games. You know, where every week we see a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. I just hope he doesn't have the.
Do you think taking handoff off the shotgun helps him with vision, like
Maybe.
seeing the holes,
maybe?
Yeah, maybe so. No, that's a great point.
like being patient with the holes before it was a struggle?
Kind of like a classic Le'Veon Bell. What number you had, Greg?
2750.
Okay, so we're not there yet. I have. Oh, actually, no, we are.
Okay, so we're going to that one.
Yep.
I have written down here clean pocket, receivers open. So let's see if we all see the same thing that I saw.
Let me go back to the play before so that way we see the sideline view of it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's definitely players open.
Okay. So let's go back to that sideline view and pause it.
So
look at the swing pass. Yep.
So swing, but also notice Hayden Hurst at one point is wide open.
So pause it right now.
So
look at that pocket. That's a clean pocket. I see at least 2 receivers open, so 2 more that could be running open.
1, 2. I think DJ Chark in another minute probably coming open. I mean, this is just zone
depending
coverage.
on what that safety does. Yeah,
you have a decent pocket, zone coverage. You have guys that are at the right spot. They're asking you to take advantage of these types of plays.
This is my narrative. I'm killing the narrative of that he never has a clean pocket and he never has receivers open that field because I got a bunch more plays just like this one. That's on Bryce Young being a rookie. I get it, but we were told he could recognize these things because he did an amazing S2 test. This is a clean pocket. He should have gone to a different receiver. He should have completed a pass right here. He had a few options.
Yeah, man. And this was I had to write this down for mine. You said this was 2750.
Yep.
Yeah, this might have to go up.
I
mean that's a disappointing play, man.
But that S2 test also said there was a few quarterbacks in the draft class that were dumber than a box of rocks, and they're not. So you know, for intensive purposes, if you're an NFL team and you're evaluating and using the S2 test, you're in a competent organization. If that's what you're focusing your draft on, the S2 test, you're in a competent organization from the owner all the way down.
Like Greg was saying, though, this is one of those moments where everything is right for him. He does have the pocket, and he has 3 wide receivers open. Like, you're just not going to tell me that there was nothing
and
to be had. Look, even right here, there is more than enough time to get the ball to Hayden Hurst or DJ Chark or Sanders down here.
Or Cody, he could scramble out to the left. And that corner's going to the right.
And if you look,
that's wide open.
Sanders down at the bottom, he's a touchdown, y'all.
Yeah,
Sanders is a touchdown right there. And these are game winners. But if you take those things and you take away their turnovers, we would have won a lot of games this year.
Mm-hmm. Cody, my next one's 36-12. You got anything before that? Go ahead.
Mine is this one right here, 2802, and just a Bryce Young first down run. Again, man, that's the credit that I do give him. I like the fact that he's willing to move, willing to get outside the pocket, and runs and is able to make a guy miss and pick up the first down too.
And he does have that wiggle.
If he didn't have that quality of his game, he would be absolute trash so far for this game at least. That was his best quality in this game was running the ball. And I think he had like 42 yards rushing.
Yeah, so. The fact that he makes up or he makes this linebacker miss in space, picks up that first down. Yeah, that's we'll look at the end zone view here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Icky. Oh my gosh. I want to see that one more time. Gosh.
No, it's not Icky.
No,
It's
it wasn't.
it's Motrin. Motrin.
Taylor Moton. I mean,
Taylor
Icky's
Moton.
not doing that much better either.
No,
But yeah,
no.
Taylor Moton's being beaten up pretty.
Well, Icky's guy's on his knees in front of him. You can't. It's probably
Yeah, I didn't see that part from the other side.
Yeah.
But
It looked like he was driving him back from the side view.
Well, he was starting to, and then he ended up his feet ended up slipping out from under him.
right. He got turfed.
I got 28-51.
All right.
On this one, I have Miles Sanders drop. Now, originally, I thought that Bryce might have missed him. From the sideline view, you think Bryce misses him, but
damn sideline view.
He just straight up the ball, or he just straight up dropped the ball.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look, you're gonna tell me that's not a catchable ball? Catch that ball, man! Come on.
He was
dude.
looking in front of him.
That's what we're paying him for.
Yep. Yeah, that was definitely on Sanders. Right there.
Yeah. Replay that and then pause it here directly. All right. Okay, you can't see it. Well, yeah, you can. 84 is open, y'all.
Yeah, open in the end zone almost.
Yeah, almost. I mean, he's
corner out. Yep. And Bryce has got room.
Oh,
well, he wasn't open, but that would have been a one-on-one battle at the corner.
I mean, you throw it up for
like
a see it this time.
So, this is Steven Sullivan, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going up against a corner, and he's 6'5". Like,
I mean, hey, you can make the argument that Adam Thielen.
But they're only turning around because they saw he threw the ball though.
Yeah, he's already thrown the ball at this point. That's why Thielen was open. But if he throws the ball while Sullivan's running that route to the back of the corner of the end zone, he gives him a good one-on-one shot, and he's behind the defender.
Right.
Doing a fake.
Watch this. Right.
Throw it. If he throws it right there,
as soon as he breaks, you throw it to the corner of the end zone.
If he throws it right there, Adam Thielen maybe go over and help him block him.
But that's what I was saying though. Like, even if for what you said about Sullivan, like if you threw the ball to Thielen right now and layered the ball out here, that might be a completion. Because look, at this point now he's looking back for the ball. That ball should be in the air, coming over the top, in my opinion.
Right.
He saw the wide open, easy completion right there.
Hey guys, I'm marking down all the spots that he has players open downfield and a clean pocket, and so far we're not even that far into it, and I already have 5. I already have 5 plays where you had a clean pocket and receivers open that he didn't hit. So that's why I'm saying I'm killing this narrative of he has no chances. Our line sucks, but he has chances.
Yeah, I mean, we're showing it to you.
Yeah.
You know, and again, this isn't hatred. Like, nobody wants Bryce to not be successful. We're also not wrong for pointing out the faults and the things that he needs to improve upon. This is our quarterback for the foreseeable future. Someone's going to have to sit down with him, and he's going to have to watch this film and pour over these types of things as well.
I spent $200 on his jersey. You think I want to
make I spent $200.
To make things worse for him, to make things worse on Bryce, you have a rookie offensive coordinator who's never been an offensive coordinator. You have a rookie quarterbacks coach who's never been a quarterbacks coach. The only guy technically, officially, as a coach on this roster that has developed quarterbacks is your head coach. That's it.
And has he developed?
That's a recipe for disaster. There were too many available good coaches in this league for you to waste your time in getting a rookie coordinator, to get 2 rookie coaches and with a rookie coach. Yes, in a perfect world, they can all grow together. But we all know this ain't a perfect world.
And that's the truth. So this one, this is Gardner Minshew just finding a soft spot in the zone and putting the ball where it needs to be.
This is what we need Bryce to do right here. Yeah.
See,
mean,
he
he
can
waited
throw
a
on the
little
run.
longer.
Why can't Bryce?
Well,
Hell,
I'll
he could
notice
have
that
ran that.
almost every play I have on here where they have receivers open or Bryce could throw receivers open, he has a clean pocket, it's almost all zone defense. Bryce has a tough time. I don't know why going through his progressions on zone defense. He, like I said, we're going to talk about it. My next one's a one read throw.
Never
so-
mind the throw. He could have just ran that.
Yeah, he could have.
Yeah.
Yeah. What number do
36-12 is my next.
Speaking
You know what-
on that game tomorrow, the Bears are in the no lose scenario. If they beat us, they win. If we win, they win.
Yeah, they're going to have the
They're-
number one,
they're-
number two pick. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're in a no lose scenario. If they beat us, then that's good. They get a higher pick. If we beat them, they get a higher pick.
Greg? You said
mean,
36 what?
12.
36-12. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Pickle. It's but that's why I said it's like it's a must win for the Panthers. Like out of every game, there were some milestones on the roster. You wanted to beat the Texans. Cool. You managed to do that. You wanted to beat the Colts with the idea that they were going to be playing Anthony Richardson. That was going to be someone else they could have picked. But the fact that you traded with Chicago, the fact that DJ Moore is now there, this is if the Panthers do not perform well tonight, they are going to be put on display in front of the world. All the problems that we have been talking about are going to be on display for absolutely everyone.
Yep.
Right.
All right. So for this one, I wrote one read never looks right. So let's look at the play. Let's look at the pocket.
right.
Let's look at the play.
What quarter is this?
They don't tell you that.
There you go. Yeah. So one read never looks right. So go back to pause it right before he throws it, like
Mhm.
right as he's about to make the throw. And I want to see how clean the pocket is. Pause. And I want you to look right before he throws it. Look
Yeah.
at that swing pass running back right there that has nobody within 20 yards of him.
But Greg, you see what I'm saying? That it's like they're not even letting him go.
Maybe,
through.
but
I don't
you're
think-
making an excuse. You don't know that. You don't know they're not letting him because
No,
that
I
swing
don't-
pass
no,
would have
what
been
I'm
the same
saying-
thing he threw on the other side.
No,
He just
listen,
didn't take the time to go through his
I'm not
progressions.
making an excuse. What I'm saying, when my eyes look at this play, it tells me that this ball, based on how fast he throws it, is designed to go only one place. Like a couple weeks ago when Adam Thielen wasn't on the field and Frank Reich had no idea what to do but to call a timeout.
Mhm.
Now, when I see this right here, remember, let's go to the end zone view. Bryce is staring down the play the entire time. You're right.
All right,
His
he never
eyes,
looks
his
to anybody
eyes
else.
are not
Yeah,
moving. What I'm saying though is just as a fan, I don't know if this is what he is being instructed to do. Which, if it is, that's definitely a problem on our coaches.
Agreed.
You're also hindering Bryce in his development if that is the case. Now, if it's just him on his own, not choosing to look anywhere else, then yeah, he's not going through his
Then the
progressions
quarterback's
with an
coach
adequate enough pocket.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
look,
the
Hubbard is
quarterback's
wide
coach
open to the
needed-
right,
and
man.
the offensive coordinator knew if it's just him, they knew to do a better job of teaching him. And we're week 8 into the season, week 9.
Mhm.
So if he's been doing this all year, if you're still telling him that he can't do that, and it's week 9, he's no longer listening to you.
Or
This
you
is one
just
thing.
don't, or you don't trust him to do anything else outside of that.
Mhm.
Is this
Exactly,
what
and if
Tepper
that's the
meant by?
case, you still screwed up because you don't draft a guy with a first pick overall, trade up to get him that you don't trust to perform all by himself on the field without doubt.
Is this what Tepper meant by simplifying the offense?
Maybe.
You know
I don't
what?
know.
You might be onto something with that.
Go 36-35 next is my next one.
Like,
so
really quick read?
Maybe David Tepper should be our offensive coordinator.
You said 36, 35.
I mean, he's everything else.
I doubt that. I don't think Tepper calls as many shots as people claim
Okay.
he does. I think it's just their excuse
Uh,
that they don't want to deal with
yeah, it
him.
must just be the next play, I guess.
Yeah, next play.
So, okay, so this next play I wrote 3 open receivers, clean pocket. So let's check it out. Let's see if we can pick out 3 receivers and check out what the pocket looks like. All right, so there's a snap.
So
That's a pretty solid pocket. I see 1, 2. I see at least 2. Oh, and there's look at the running back breaking out over there on the 30. His dump off. There's 3 receivers, open pocket. Let's go ahead and mark that one down. It's number 6. Open receivers, open pocket.
To everybody watching, comment in the chat because that's kind of the discussion now.
Mhm.
Is Bryce Young getting the ball out of his hands so fast a part of his play, or is it a part of what he's being asked to do? Because you're
question.
Right. We have a running back that's licking out. You have Adam Thielen across the middle. You have Jonathan Mingo. Like you for sure have at least 2 wide receivers open early in the play.
Mhm.
And again, watch the helmet from the end zone view. His head never rotates.
Oh,
Yeah,
Never
he's going Mingo the whole way there.
There's
Yeah.
no
cannot be
movement at all.
I cannot be convinced that it's the coach is telling him only throw to this guy. He's your read. I could see a scenario where they're saying, Bryce, in this, Mingo is your hot read,
Mhm.
which basically tells him if you get pressure, Mingo's your hot read. But you have a dude with that shouldn't have to tell him he has to look at his other reads.
Mhm.
Just because he has a hot read don't mean you go to that hot read all day.
Right.
But
And by the way, this is also where, to those people who would say, "Oh, well, where's Andy Dalton? Andy Dalton might be able to do better than this." Like, I don't know. Maybe a 10-year NFL veteran would be doing a little better than this.
well, Andy Dalton, he was doing the same
CK had a
thing
good
against
point.
Seattle.
He was doing pretty good in Seattle, yeah.
I believe it was CK had a great point yesterday in the show. I think it was CK. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. That sometimes right now you would hope or you would like to see Andy in there in some of these scenarios just so you could tell if it's Bryce or if it's Andy.
He brought that up Sunday, yeah.
In that Seattle game, he did do that. Andy Dalton. He did really quick, like right when he got the ball, he threw it out.
Right.
And I think that's probably might be the offense.
So
I'm at 37-32 next. So go
ahead. Again, this is another positive play from Bryce, and it's a good play and a good throw to DJ Chark. But his eyes are glued to him the entire time.
Yeah. And look above. Look above. Oh, golly.
It's also not a coincidence that he's
looking right before he even hikes the ball.
That he's been getting picked off. I mean, look, before he hikes the ball, he's looking in the direction of.
It's like he's hitting L2 and pulling up the receivers things on Madden.
Watch the corner's eye, the linebacker. Watch him. Watch his head. He's got
Which
a stripe
one?
on his
You mean
helmet
this
too.
one?
Yes. Look at the stripe on his helmet. He's looking directly at Bryce. He eyeballs it.
Better cornerback picks that off.
This is what you do on film. We're watching this. Me and Cody's been saying this all season. The defenders are going to notice this.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking. They're noticing that they're reading the quarterback's eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cody, I got 37-32 next. Unless you got something between it.
I have.
But if you go to the other viewpoint at this, he has the running back up at the flat up top.
That's what I'm saying. This thing that he has nobody open. I'm tired of this narrative. I really am. You're right. Look at that swing pass. Look at that swing pass. You're absolutely right. This thing he has nobody open is bullshit.
No.
Another great call.
Yeah. 37-32 unless you have something between it.
Yep, 37-32.
And all I have written here is open slot. So let's look at the pocket and let's look at the slot receiver and let's see if it was something he may have been able to hit. I don't even know if he completed this pass or not. We'll see. I can't remember all these plays. So I tried to take some notes, but
yeah, that's what I do. I just put my notes down.
So open slot receiver. Let's look at the pocket. Look at that. Look at that cornerback or that running back leaking out right there in the middle.
Yeah, you have a great
look at the guy running down. Look at the guy running down the sideline right here. He's got that defender beat. He's at full speed, and that defender's turning. No safety behind him. Look at this.
Write that down for me too, Greg. I'm gonna need this one too.
Okay, I gotcha. I'll circle the ones you wanted.
Yep. So great pocket. The ball is just airmailed. Yeah, Bryce Young, dude. That is what comes. That's what I take away from this. And we're showing you. So don't say that any of us are hating. Bryce Young is not going through his progressions.
And
Mhm.
folks,
Which is
It
what
we'll
we said
just
he
still
did
do a
isn't.
best.
Friday free for all. If you don't like what you're seeing, get on Friday free for all and tell us about it. Because if I don't
100%.
like it,
Yeah, look at that
I'll,
seam right
you
there.
know,
Look at him run out the seam. Oh man. Oh man, there's your guy. Oh,
Yeah, that's real
there's the
estate.
those are the
man.
two soft spots in that zone right there, man. That's where you got to be able to put the ball.
now,
Yep.
now for me to grab the rattlesnake, because I'm getting ready to. Cody lacked. If CJ Stroud was playing this, would he hit them balls?
Oh
He
yeah,
would
I
have
think he would have hit them. Yeah,
Because he's had because what I'm
absolutely
showing is
believe he
clean
would've hit
pockets. Like, look at that. That's a clean pocket,
Right.
dude. Nobody came close to him at all.
Right,
them. No,
right.
Mhm.
and it was a
And
bad
Tuba
ball
looked
too.
pissed
It was
off.
But
just
but at
airmailed.
the same time,
Like there
I
was no
I
chance for if there was a pass interference, it wouldn't have been
Right.
called.
Yeah, it was
'cause that
uncatchable
ball
ball.
was
Right.
not a catchable
Yeah.
ball.
Look at Chuba after the throw.
Yeah, like what the exactly? It's Kevin would Sam Darnold have been able to make some of these plays?
Maybe.
Absolutely.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Cody, my
Just-
next one's 38-19.
I know he would have had a
That's the
touchdown
first
and 3
interception.
Yeah,
interceptions.
that's what I have too.
Okay. I wanted to bring up on this one his pocket presence because the pocket is not great on this one, but Bryce Young does navigate it, and it's good enough for him to get a ball off. And there's two guys open, and he
I
throws
was
this
going to
interception.
say I was going to say Baker Mayfield a while ago, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
So let's see.
Pressure in his face.
But look, he needs to step up right there. There's his hole
Yeah.
to step up in the pocket right there. He's got
Yeah,
he's
he
got to
could
be
have
aware of
stepped
that.
up. Yes, he could have.
Well,
He
at
could have
be aware of
thrown it.
that.
He could have thrown it to the tight end. At that point right there, he could have thrown it to the tight end.
Wait, so hold on.
Mhm.
You're saying look out to the left?
Yes, to the left. Right there is where that's pocket
Yes,
presence. You've
yes.
got to know
He
that
could have
that
run
right
it
there
and
is
dumped
your
it off
spot.
to the tight end right then.
He's tiny enough to get through that.
But look, now watch, go
the
back
end
to right
zone
before he
view will
throws
tell
it.
you a
Now
lot.
I want to look at the receivers right before he throws it because there are other options he can throw to that are more open. Let's see. All right, I want you to look to the left here on a short out. Bam, right there. Look, right there you go. You got breaking. White receiver, whoever he is, breaking out to the left there. There's your one guy.
Hayden
Yep,
Hurst, right?
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden Hurst.
Yeah, that's
There's
the
your guy. He's
tight
going to be
end.
wide open. Watch.
Boom.
Wide
Exactly. You could
open.
have thrown it to
Throw that ball
Wide open.
instantly.
But he
But
doesn't ever have
he
open
doesn't-
receivers,
he
y'all. Our receivers
doesn't-
can't separate.
and what
No.
I want to see in the next at the sideline at the end zone view, I want to see if the corner reads his eyes again.
Okay.
That's a good.
Because
Yeah,
we'll know by the stripe on the
because
head.
it was the same cornerback picked him off twice, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So originally his head goes left, pressure. Now by the way, so look, he's looking over here. He's looking straight. So by the way, that's even more of an there's no excuse for why he should have missed Hayden Hurst because his eyes were over there to begin with. Now look, he misses. The pressure is in his face, and without even thinking or looking about where the corner is, he just turns and then
He
chucks
just
the
tosses
ball to Chuba.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
he
He
literally
panicked.
just tossed up a prayer right
Right.
there.
Yeah, he panicked. If he just
He
stepped
did, he
up, taken one step up in the left there instead of retreating and going right, he would have seen Hayden Hurst wide open in the flat.
Right. He panicked, which is what rookies do.
I get it. Yeah, rookies do that.
You know,
Yep.
and in fairness, it is, and as much as I know he didn't hype himself up, but a lot of the pre-draft hype, folks, that's a lesson for every person, for every NFL out there. Don't always believe that pre-hype hype. If Scott Fitterer, David Tepper to an extent, the coaches, all of us wanted to bring how great this guy was before we drafted him. We already smelled a rat in the kitchen before we started fixing it.
Yeah. Now here's an example of the offensive line just being destroyed on him.
Yeah, you're right. There are examples of that. You're absolutely right. There are definitely examples of them getting trashed, and this is one of them for sure. What's your time mark here?
I am at 39-38 on this play.
Okay,
Oh, that's
39-54 is my next one.
Look at there. This dude at the end wipes out two different offensive linemen.
Yeah,
Taylor
that's
Moton,
pathetic right there.
stuff.
That's pathetic.
You know what? Taylor Moton, shut the hell up and go back to your damn corner.
Good. 39-54.
39-54.
Yeah.
trash, right tackle.
Oh, that may have been the
Cade
same play.
Mays could
Sorry.
do better, Taylor Moton.
That,
Cade
yeah, I
Mays
think
got
that
your
is.
job. Actually, Cade Mays ought to be in there for 76 because he
Yeah,
sucked
that was
worse.
the same play. Okay.
Yep, I
Bryce
always
should
start
jump.
at the sideline view.
Okay.
You know, short as
What-
Bryce is, if he would have jumped,
Yeah, I'll do that
he
next time.
might
Make sure
he
to do
might
sideline
could
view.
have out jumped that tackle.
All right.
They
My next
grabbed
one's
him
not
by
till
the
44-25, Cody.
All right, mine is 40-58.
Okay.
I feel like this is just a blown coverage, and it could have been so much worse. I want you guys to look at the clusterfuck that is Dante Jackson, and I believe it's whoever this linebacker is right here. Hang on, we'll see it play out. Like, look how terrible this could have been. Dante Jackson, he's caught up. This guy has no idea what he's even doing.
Yeah.
Look
gosh.
how open,
I
dude.
believe-
Look
I
how
believe that-
open. Look, he's waving his hand, dude. Look, it does not get more open than that right there. The fact that Gardner Minshew just dumps the ball off, that is a blessing in disguise.
Oh,
because
yeah.
that
You know
was
who that is?
that was a touchdown pass
Yeah.
right there.
Deion Jones, go back to the locker room and shut the hell up.
Yeah, that's 100% a touchdown if Gardner Minshew
Yeah,
sees that.
that's
Yep.
Dante Jones, I believe. That's number 40. That's Dante Jones. It is.
What's the pressure look like here? Was he
Oh,
affected by the
Deion
pressure? Let's see.
No, he had enough time. Dude, he had plenty of
Oh, yeah,
time.
that was just bad on Gardner Minshew to not look
Yeah, he
downfield.
just didn't
Yep.
even notice down the field. Wow. All right, my next one is 42-25.
Good.
All right. Brian Burns' pressure is what leads to the sack here. And again, even when Brian Burns isn't getting sacks, he is getting pressures. He's damn near the first one off the ball. Good ball get off. Gets to the back foot. Can't finish it, but it ends up pushing Gardner Minshew right into the pocket for a sack. And that was
Good
all
pressure.
because of Brian Burns on that one.
Yeah, it's good pressure. My next one's 44-25, unless you got anything between that.
Yep. So now we're all yours.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I start quite a few left. So 44-25, all I wrote was seam pass. So let's look who's running up the seam here and see what the pocket looks like. See what this guy running up the seam looks like.
All right. Yeah, this is a seam pass open. Let's check it out.
And let's check out the pocket too, because I want to make sure when I'm making these. That's a good pocket.
Yeah, that's a good enough pocket.
And look at this guy down. Look, oh my gosh, look at the seam. He's got that guy beat. He's turning, and this guy's running full speed. That's a touchdown.
Oh, you
That's a
mean
touchdown right there.
Jonathan
That's
Mingo
the
right
exact
here?
same play we just saw Gardner Minshew miss. Bryce did
Yeah.
too with a clean pass. That's a touchdown at the seam. Nobody behind him. Oh my gosh.
Let's take a look at that one more time.
So I'm gonna mark that one down too. Clean pocket. Guy open downfield. Bam! Right there it is.
Greg, we might have to put together a montage.
Yeah. Hey, like I said, I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 asterisks. So that's at least 10 plays. You got a clean pocket and receivers downfield. So I'm starting to crush this narrative. And it may just be this game. I haven't done this in any other game. It may just be this game, but at least in this game. My next one is 45-17.
Yep. So I have all of yours now.
Okay.
Yeah, and 100%. And the high safety, he's not focusing over here.
Nope.
But Bryce is addicted to taking these little dink and dunk, drop the ball off type of plays. And again, when people say, I'm not even going to mention it, man. That's you have to hit on those plays, and he isn't.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's a clean pocket, man. Nobody within 5 yards of him.
All right, now we're going to 45-17.
Yep. I wrote down this one, clean pocket, and he passes to the wrong guy. So I'm assuming there's probably a guy open downfield that he just didn't look at. which
All
happens
right, let's
quite a
check
bit,
it
it looks like. So we'll check as soon as he throws the ball who's open and what the pocket looks like. It's a pretty good pocket.
Big enough pocket.
Let's see. Who's he throwing to?
Now, you said wrong read on this one.
Yeah,
right?
okay. Maybe that wasn't the wrong read because you look at whoever's running across the middle here.
Adam Thielen.
That may have been a pass he could have thrown. No, not Adam Thielen. The guy right behind him, the other guy. Nope. Down. Sorry, it's hard to describe.
DJ Chark?
Yeah, that guy right there. Yeah, DJ Chark. He might have been able to fit it in that pocket right there, but that was tough. I might be wrong about that.
That defender is pretty well underneath him.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong about
that one. I don't mind as much, and it was a first down too, so you're moving the chains.
Right.
Yeah, right. I don't mind that one as much. Your next one, you just have labeled WTF.
Yeah, I can't even remember what it is, but I'm interested to see what it is. 48.
All right, so you're at 48-41. Yeah, 48-41.
All right, here we go.
I'll just play it right here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, watch it from the behind view on this one. This pass to Adam Thielen, like you tell me if this is Thielen's fault or Bryce Young's fault. It looks like he just darts it. It looks like he just throws it to the spot that's not there. Either the timing's off. This is the best view of it right here. Either the timing's off. I don't know if the defender messed with Adam Thielen, but Thielen's covered right there. Like he won't throw to open guys, but Thielen is covered. Like those two guys got their hands on each other. And I just don't know where Bryce is throwing this ball.
It's the wrong throw.
That's a dangerous throw.
That ball.
If he puts some more on it, that's probably a catch.
But he didn't. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was thinking. If you put more on that ball, that's
yeah. But either way, I'd have thrown it to 17 or Mango over here 15.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Let me see Jonathan Mango one more time.
I think that linebacker, that guy, defender in the middle of the field, only moved to the middle of the field after Bryce threw the ball. I think Mingo wasn't open to that point.
Well, let's see. No, that's open.
Well, that's open, but look, Bryce has already started his throwing motion. That's what makes that guy break off Mingo. Because before that, he's underneath Mingo.
But even so, maybe this is some of the nuances that come with years of experience.
Yeah.
But hit him with a pump fake.
Hey, I'll give him a double.
Like you're going to
who's that guy in the bottom?
This is Chuba, I believe. Yeah, that's Chuba.
But if you look up top, even Chark's open. He's wide open. He's
like
not in the end zone.
They stopped after that.
Yeah. Everybody who says he doesn't have open receivers, man, it's not true. I don't know why it's not being thrown to him. I don't know if it's coaching or Bryce, but he's not being throwing to open receivers that are downfield. This narrative of we have lazy receivers that run lazy routes and never have any separation. Go back.
That's what I mean when I say, like, did they tell him this? Because it's simplify it. When they say simplify the offense for Bryce. If you see the one read, take it.
I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I feel like that ball, if you throw a well-timed ball, that's open to Jonathan Mango.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow. All right. 54-12.
I got 54-21. I might have sent to you or typed it in wrong when I sent it to you. But we're gonna have relatively the same play. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, 54-12. Let me see.
Okay, so I have written down here clean pocket, wrong receiver. Yeah, so it must be the next play.
So 21?
Yeah, it must be 21, yeah.
All
right, so let's check out the pocket, check out the receivers. Clean pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I see one guy open underneath. I see two guys open underneath. I see one guy running a corner route to the outside there. And I'm not sure what this guy on the bottom here is doing. But I see one guy who's about to be open. And I
so
see
where does the ball end up going to?
I don't know. Let's see.
It goes to Adam Thielen.
Okay, so let's check out what the other options were when he threw it to Thielen for 5 yards.
So he does hit a pump fake.
Mhm.
Maybe you say Terrace Marshall Jr. I don't know. Probably not. This is Jonathan Mingo. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a close one.
I would say Blackshear
Mhm.
even has enough cushion and enough space.
Let's
to be
check
able
and
to
see
get
if
the
he
ball
looks
in right
anywhere
there.
else on the
All right.
behind view. Let's see if he's Thielen the whole way.
Yep.
I think he trusts Thielen the most to catch that ball in this
Oh,
situation.
I'm sure. Yeah.
No,
Yep.
he looks him down the whole time.
Yeah, he never takes his eyes off Thielen. Nope.
No, he does that a lot. In he's had since week 1. So I just doesn't. I don't think. I know. I don't think it's the coaches. I just don't. I
And
could be
Ken,
entirely wrong, but
I hear you. I also mechanically, man, I don't love how his right heel comes off the ground as he's throwing the football. Like he's not driving off of his back foot enough. Like he's driving off of the back tippy toes.
Mm-hmm.
that's to be honest. I I've been hearing quite a bit that is because he's short and he's skinny, and that's how he gets arc off the ball. That's just
Maybe.
I may wrong or right. That's what I'm hearing from Alabama, some Alabama fans that I work with,
Maybe.
and
All right.
because they
Yeah.
told me this before he got drafted here, and I'm not watching it and not believing it.
All right, so next one I got is 56-10. This is
Yeah.
Bryce's pass to Hayden Hurst. This is a great pass, and this is one time where he shows that he can hit that ball and he can see the guy downfield. This is why I have a hard time believing they're telling him not to. Because look, wide open downfield, and Bryce does a great job hitting him.
Yeah.
I think if that's a fast wide receiver, that's probably a touchdown pass.
In reality, if we keep the same offense and the same coaches, maybe next year he's grown a little bit, or you know what I'm saying, he gets tremendously better. You know,
I do want to
maybe
note
with
there.
a little improved offensive line. So
I do want to note there. Great pass to an open receiver, clean pocket,
Yep.
really clean pocket.
I left the game by then.
And then as soon as he does this great throw right here, Bryce is going to Bryce it up. I decided I'm going to start calling Bryce Young fans Youngins. Either Youngins or Younglings.
I like that.
Which one?
I like that. I like
the youngin.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
Youngins too. So
the
they're going to be called
Youngins
Youngins
is
from
fun.
now on. So I want Youngins to watch this and see that.
All right. 57.
5709. Yeah, it's a second pick.
Yep. It sure is.
I want to look at the pocket and the receivers. I've got a lot of asterisks here.
So, yeah, there's a lot of moving parts. They have him under center. Fake the handoff. Again, he's not even looking.
No, but he does have a guy single coverage down there all the way down the field. He could have thrown a touchdown pass or given him a chance for a touchdown.
Again, it really pisses me off because it feels like all the things that we thought he was going to be advanced at, he is not as advanced as they wanted him to be. And now because of it, they're, in my opinion, like they're having him play under this safe, easy confines, dink and dunk style of offense. And he's like, well, I'm not even going to go through my progressions. Why? One, I'm about to get killed. And two, let me get the ball out of my hands, and then just chucks it. And it's a terrible pass. I mean, there was no aim or accuracy on the ball. Just sails right over Miles Sanders. I mean, dude, that's another pick six. These are 2 touchdowns to the same player. And our defense kept us in the majority of this ball game.
Mm-hmm.
But Bryce just handed them 14 points.
That play you just threw, and so then I'm going to say this. In the rule books, it'll go down as a Bryce Young throw, Bryce Young interception. That's one he should have took the sack, because, frankly speaking, if I'm Bryce Young, I'm gonna light Bradley Bozeman's ass on fire at that sideline or right in the middle of the game. I'm gonna light his, and I've seen a lot of quarterbacks light their line on fire.
Bryce don't have that dog in him like that, man.
Too many fans think that a quarterback has to be nice and sweet to their offensive line all the time. No, that's their job to stop somebody. Their job isn't to go off cocked or whatever reason.
Yeah.
Bradley Bojan is the starting center of the Carolina Panthers. He needs to act like a starter, or his ass is going to be a third string backup. Be
Yeah.
up there where Pat Elfline's at.
Bryce ain't got the dog in him to motivate his players like that, man. I'm sorry, he just
Well,
doesn't. He hasn't shown it to me yet. I haven't seen him get
I mean,
angry,
he has
upset,
to
or get
show it.
motivated one
Yeah.
time.
I've seen
yet.
him. I've seen him give everyone high fives entering and exiting the tunnel.
Our head
but-
coach don't either. But
Yeah,
then
but you
when
do that in
put
Little League when
together-
you play a
when
team.
When
Uh,
you put together a team full of nice and sweet guys, that's what you get.
Yeah, they're Boy Scouts.
So right
you
here, I just have
yeah,
downfield open written.
42, just open downfield. Let's see.
So let's see what the pocket looks like, and let's see what I was taught, what I saw.
Oh, dude, that is the definition.
Wide open. Wide open. Look at that.
I mean,
Wide open. You got a guy in between the zones, and you got, oh my gosh. Yep.
and look at DJ Chark up here.
Well, he wasn't that open
That-
before the
that-
ball was thrown, but he was open enough to throw it to.
No, but that's why Bryce held on to the ball so long. He wanted to go deep.
And he held on to the ball because he had a clean pocket right here.
Well,
Look
he
at that.
don't now.
But
He
yeah,
don't
now he
now.
has
Now you
someone
don't.
running in his
But,
face.
but again,
And he gets
that's the
hit.
point. For DJ Chark to be called a speed guy, how come it took him that long by the time he got open, Bryce is sacked? So at the same time, maybe there's a reason why he has to throw the short dink and dunk plays. It's because you can't always depend on that offensive line to stay open.
That's fair.
Because it takes time for the receiver to go point A to point B. And by the
That's fair.
time the receiver gets to point B, the quarterback's either sacked or doesn't throw the interception or something. So
All right. So
Yeah, this is it right here. You have tipped pass, open running back.
yeah. 1 hour 44 seconds. Yeah.
Mhm. 1 hour and 4.
Or no,
Oh,
it's
no,
1 hour
this is-
44. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, 44. I got the wrong one. Well, this is
That was still nice. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, that was a nice run by Bryce. And again, I like the toughness. I like the ability for him to be able to get out of the pocket. I mean, I keep on saying that, but that's my favorite part about this game thus far this year. Because it's not like anything else has been wonderful through to this point.
Where you at? Time. No, it's an hour and in of 44 seconds.
But the film is only an hour and 4 or an hour and 14.
Yeah,
my
so it's an
next
hour.
one, I have an hour and 4 seconds.
An hour and
1
44 seconds.
hour 44 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, that's the tip pass.
All right. So it should be right here.
So once again, this has not been a problem for Bryce, so I don't want to, really get bad about it or go hard on him for it. But it is a tip pass, and if you look to the left there, swing pass. Whenever you rewind it, he's got room in the pocket. He just only looks to one receiver. He's got a wide receiving. Look at the running back.
Yeah.
Nobody but
Yeah.
20 yards of him, man.
yeah, he's
Well,
looking
15
at
yards
one
of him.
receiver. That's
He's-
another one receiver looks or just
Mhm.
he zones in on I believe, and I have no just my pickle mind tells me this. I have a firm belief that because it's been explained to me that a lot of times when you're on that mic and you're the offensive coordinator, you'll tell your quarterback plays XYZ, hot read 15. Yeah, for example, hot read 15. I believe he takes hot read 15 and he stretches it. He just zones on 15 or whoever the
Maybe.
hot read is. He just zones on that one read. Now,
Maybe.
that's just my opinion.
Yeah. This next one is Jonathan Mingo across the middle.
Look right there. Look right there.
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. Jonathan
Mingo
Mingo runs in front of him with
sideline,
nobody around him. Look at that view. Look right there. Oh, he's so wide open. He's so wide open
yeah,
right
that's
there.
as open can get.
Yeah. And
again,
look
he's
right above
on
him, the receiver
he's
right
on
behind
the
him.
run, you're right in front. Hey,
Yeah.
look at Tuba. Look at
And
Chuba.
look at your receiver running down the sideline right here. He's got nobody. He's behind his defender.
Guys open.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 receivers open. Yep. Man, I got a lot of asterisks for open receivers
and look how late he gets the ball out of his hand. Yeah, put another asterisk. We might need to put a montage.
Now, this one wasn't as clean of a pocket, but he does navigate it like you have to in the NFL sometimes. Sometimes it collapses, and he does a good job navigating it here.
Right, but look, at this point, the ball needs to be out of his hand. Look, let me rewind it. Let me show you when the ball needs to be out of his hand to Chuba Hubbard. Or to Jonathan Mingo. But if you're throwing to Chuba, right now, get the ball out right here.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're going to Jonathan Mingo, shoot it to him. Now, again, he has a defender closing on him. So I do like the fact they ultimately ended up going to Chuba, but you're holding on to the ball too long. The ball needed to be out of his hand long before then.
Mm-hmm.
And it just wasn't.
Yeah.
Look at the end zone view.
Oh, look. Just that receiver running across the middle of Mingo, wide open, man. I just can't believe that. And it's right in front of him, too.
Yeah. Now we're going to 1:02:07.
Yeah, I wrote missed touchdown, so there must be a guy open here that he misses or that he just doesn't see. I'm assuming he probably doesn't see him. Let's see. Who's
you mean? Hang on.
It may have been the guy crossing the other direction that these two just crossed.
Him?
Possibly, yeah. Let's see
Sullivan?
it.
Well, no, not Sullivan.
No, look where they crossed. The guy going right behind him.
DJ Chark?
Yeah. If DJ Chark keeps running that post route, man, he's past the safety and he's past the cornerback. Like this one, not so much. I mean, I don't know if Bryce could have seen this. This is real anticipation, but right there,
yeah,
DJ Chark's blowing past everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
he runs to the post. He's blowing past everybody.
Yeah.
And Bryce is in the pocket.
And I mean, it is a completion. It's a first down.
Yeah, I just think it was a missed touchdown, but yeah. Yeah, actually, I won't put an asterisk for that one because he did complete the pass. Oh, okay. That was a free play, too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're throwing the ball out here, out to the left side of the field, yeah.
It was a free play?
It
was a free play.
Open.
I think you ought to put an asterisk by it.
Yeah, that's the time you really go for that deep one is the free plays. I agree, but yeah.
Now going to 1:03:20. Wait, hang on.
1:02:44.
No, 10. I got 1:02:44.
Yeah.
So this one right here.
Yep, this is the clean pocket, and he just overthrows his receiver.
All right.
That's a clean pocket right there. I mean, we've seen examples of this. Look, there's an open guy right there. Yeah, there's Thielen's open in the middle, and he just completely overthrows this guy to the sideline. Let's go back and look at it. I guarantee he didn't look at anybody else. I guarantee he stared down one receiver.
Well, it comes off to the left, but again, he's only looking to the left. He knows where he's going with the football.
Right.
The only reason he's looking to the left is just to try to get the defenders to shade away from where he's going with the football. But it's not even a catchable ball. Threw the ball away. By the way, this is 2nd and 1. I remembered this. This is 2nd and 1. I don't know why you don't run the football on a play like this. Now you're in 3rd down. All right, 1:03:21. So we're close to it.
I think all the rest of this is just him missing receivers open downfield.
All right, let's check it out.
Left. So let's see who the open guy is, and let's look at the pocket.
Yep.
Oh, look at a guy on the 30-yard line. Who is this on the third? Watch the guy run the 30-yard line. Stop. Watch how open he is.
You mean
is it Hubbard?
Or
no?
Hang on. Let's check it out one more time. You mean these two?
No, the guy. Yeah, very bottom. Watch him. He'll run to the 30. He'll stop. how wide open he is.
Yeah.
I mean, look
And
at
by the way,
the guy
why is it
on the other
why-
side, 30-yard line, wide open. Right above
also
him.
why are you bailing out? You
Yeah.
had enough time and space to be able to step up, continue to survey the field. By
And
the
look,
way,
as he
at,
bails out, look at that soft spot in the middle. Look at that right there.
Yeah, and who's
Look,
that?
there's a guy
Terrace
with his hand up.
Marshall? Yeah,
There's a guy below him with a
100%.
hand up. Yeah.
Yeah, there was time for him to make a play. No,
That's
you're
Hayden
right,
Hurst
man.
running down the
This is-
field with his
this has
hand in the
been
air, waving his
very
hand.
revealing film. I mean, yes, the offensive line is bad, but there are more than enough moments
Mhm.
where they are holding up enough for him to be able to get the ball to the right type of receiver. But look, just bailing out to the sideline, man. Just like Patrick Mahomes does that so well. Just that little subtle pocket manipulation, sidestepping one or two times, very Aaron Rodgers-esque. Again, he moves, and then look, stay right where you are.
Yeah.
Continue to stop, look
That's good pocket
downfield,
awareness.
put
Yeah.
the ball out, man.
Mhm.
Ah,
Yeah, because at this point, look, Hayden Hurst is running wide open right there.
yeah.
Right as soon as he breaks out there, that's where Hayden Hurst makes that break, and he's wide open.
Now we're at 104-10.
Yeah, this one, my next two are just missed players downfield open, clean pocket. So let's see.
Yep, clean pocket, open wide receiver downfield. Yep.
It's pretty clean. Look at the guy who's TJ Chark. Is that on the very end, number 20? Other side. You had him
Have him right here.
on the 20. Yeah, both on the 20-yard line right there, and down on the other end of the 20-yard line. Look at that.
Yeah. And who did you end up going to underneath?
Yeah, watch him. I mean, he's got guys open downfield. He's just look. He's staring him down the whole time. Doesn't take his eyes off the safety valve.
This one. Now you have guys underneath. So again, trying to be my fairest.
Yeah, I get it.
You
But-
have
Good.
two defenders right here. So you're gonna have to layer this ball over the head of this linebacker and this box safety. Oh, that was the linebacker.
That's
Pardon
what
me.
Bryce was supposed to be able to do, man. Was drop it in that spot in the zone. You know, I'd rather see him take that chance at least. You know, well, I don't know if I would. He throws enough picks. All right, next one's the same thing. 108-47, just a missed player downfield.
I want to check his eyes. Yeah, the whole time.
Never takes his goes anywhere else. That's telling, man. That's why defenses are picking him apart.
Oh man. All right, now two more plays here, and then that is going to be the end of our film room. We're going to 108-47.
I didn't count that last one with an asterisk, but I might count this one. We'll see. Because you're right, it was kind of iffy with open players.
All right. This is another one. You say clean pocket, open wide receiver downfield. Oh yeah, there's
Oh God.
wow.
See what I mean?
So, dude, look how open Hayden Hurst is.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
don't understand
no one
people saying there's no
around
separation.
him.
Look above. Who is that way up there in the top next to number 40?
On the 40-yard line?
Asterisk.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Asterisk.
Oh, we got a lot of them. Goodness gracious.
yeah.
And he throws underneath Chuba. Now, this wasn't the cleanest pocket ever, but you're not going to get a perfect pocket every time in the NFL. And, I mean, that's at the point where
Step
he's
up
about to
when they
throw it
get
just a
through.
second.
Yeah, step up.
That's pretty clean, you know? And then I guess the last one, yeah. This last one's his
you have
last
a defender
interception.
falling over. Like, dude, look at Hayden Hurst, man. Does his eyes ever even look to the left side of the formation?
Nope.
Ginger Thor.
I mean, he's playing, in my mind, he's playing scared right now. But again, look, he does look over there. I mean, look at his eyes.
He looks there
His-
first, yeah, and goes away from it.
So
I don't
that's
know how,
even
because Hayden
worse
Hurst was wide
because he's
open.
over there.
He's
Now
looking right
looking-
at him.
Yeah, like he's looking at that area and still deciding not to throw the ball. Oh man.
And then he hops when he throws, man. That's going to be bad for him. That hopping over the line and throwing, not good.
And this is the last one. This is the third interception, and you said that Laviska Shenault.
It's not Chenault. It's what's his name? 15. Mingo.
Mingo.
I keep thinking
Mingo.
Chenault when I see 15.
Right here at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at that one more time. Jonathan Mingo lined up at X.
Bam.
Oh,
Bam.
that is so
Bam.
open.
Right there's a touchdown. Yep.
That's so open.
Yep.
Play it again.
Like as soon as he passes that receiver, man, and he always got one safety to beat back there, and the safety's got 20 yards between him and the receiver, throw it, man.
That's another asterisk.
Yeah. Throw it. And then, well, he did throw it. He just threw it in the coverage.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of throwing it to the wide open Jonathan Mingo going down the field.
God.
And he had a pocket.
Oh, man.
All right, so let's
oh,
count them
man.
up, fellas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. How many times did Bryce throw the ball? I'll have to look it up.
I believe like 39.
So we just saw 21 plays where he had clean pockets and receivers open downfield that he did not hit, that he either missed or didn't even look at. I'm tired of this narrative. Yeah. And like I said, it may just be this game. I need to go back and check. It may be, but I highly doubt it's just this game.
No, I mean look, Pickle can tell you we've demonstrated this for a couple weeks now on the film room. We've been very open and honest about what we've been seeing. And again, like don't tell us that we're making stuff up. We just showed you.
Right.
You know, we just showed you on film what we're looking at and why. Again, it is normal for a rookie quarterback to go through rookie growing pains.
Right.
That is true.
Right.
However, it again goes along with the fact that we were sold a bill of goods that the reason why you move up in the draft to draft a 5'10", 200-pound quarterback is because all these things
process.
He's so advanced on. He was advanced and knew how to go through his progressions. It's hard for me to blame this all on coaching when you see how many times there are open wide receivers and there is more than enough protection for him to layer and distribute the football effectively, and he's not doing so. So now you have to hope that, again, tonight against the Chicago Bears, that he will be able to perform better than that.
It's Bryce versus another rookie, too.
Yeah, Tyson Bagent. So if Tyson ends up looking better, Panther Nation might be down a lot worse than they want to be. But ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the film room. Hey, man, I appreciate my boys, Greg, the Bat Daddy, my man, Panther Pickle, White Chocolate Espresso. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. And again, we're just trying to point out to these people that there's more going on than what you're being led to believe.
Right. Which, like I said, he's a rookie. He'll learn, maybe, hopefully, God willing. But and I still believe a lot of the concept with the scheme and the all that accumulating on one effect. Not that it's an excuse, but it's just a fact. By the time you add in, like I said, in my opinion, he shouldn't have been drafted that high, but he was. We should have better coaches on this field, but we don't. We should have a better offensive line to run the system that you're going to run, because that's, I mean, what we were told, where we are so good, all you got to do is drop a quarterback in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently not.
True.
That wasn't us.
Apparently
100%.
not.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So look, we're gonna be back tonight for the post game show. right after the game. We'll probably go live sometime around the fourth quarter. I'm also going to be doing a collaboration show at 7 p.m. with What's Up Doug. That'll go live on the C3 channel, and it will be live on his YouTube channel. So once again, I'm Cody Lashley with another edition of the C3 Film Room. Once again, thanks to Greg, Pickle, and Carol for helping out. And we will be back next week to break down the film room of the Panthers against the Chicago Bears. C3 Nation, keep pounding.
Keep pounding.